Well, this is about my solution to the habitual problem of the Tamiya Hornet's battery lid coming off. Now, there's a hole slot there. I believe that's intended for a mechanical speed controller mount, but this is a re-release Hornet, so this came with electronic speed control. So what I decided to do was utilize that mount somewhere about in the middle, over a little bit to the side. I took a drill bit that was about a size larger than a slot, and I drilled the holes through there so the bolt wouldn't go back and forth. What I did was I used the machine screw bolt. This is a number 10 flat head with a lock nut, another little nut behind the lock nut, a washer, another little washer, and then a wing nut. Very inexpensive stuff that you can get at your hardware store or home center. Now the idea was to keep this battery lid from coming off all the time. So what you do is you simply put your battery lid as usual, put it on, install it, and then what you're going to do is here's your assembly, like I said, with a lock nut. I'm going to put this through here. You just put it in there, turn it over. Now there it is, right there. This comes right on through. You want to make sure you don't have any wires in the way. You don't want to damage anything. Now let's take your little washer. If you want to put on top of that plastic, you want to protect the plastic as much as possible. So what you want to do is just put your washer on, like so. Take your wing nut and put it on there. Now the idea is that the wing nut's going to hit the sidewall of the plastic, so and it will. Just want to get your wing nut started here. Okay. When you get that started a couple turns, you can push it down with your finger here. Put it to where it's kind of parallel with the sidewall of that plastic. And you want to put your finger on there, turn the car over. And then what you're going to want to do is just take your screwdriver. You don't have to take your screwdriver really. You can take your hand, since this is an assembly. You can just start tightening that down. Start tightening the whole thing down. And it's tightening down. And when you can't tighten it down by hand anymore, but it should be able to tighten down most of the way. Just take your screwdriver. Now you don't have to put enormous pressure on here, just snug. You just want to do it snug. Just to where you cinch, you're not going to break anything, any plastic or anything. Just where you're going to squish that battery plate down. And believe you me, that battery plate is not going to slide off. Nope, it's not even. You can pull this up slightly, but it's not really coming up. So it's on there. You can ride that car without it popping off now. But that was the simplest idea I could come up with. And I've been using this thing more than 10 times like that, and there it is. It's very straightforward. Wingnut that hits the sidewall there. Because so you don't have to have it super tight. It'll do the job. And you can route your wires as usual. However you like. Yeah, inexpensive, pain-free way. You know, I carry my little stubby screwdriver for me when I change batteries. I have 2 batteries, so not a big deal. But there you have it. Cheap, inexpensive Hornet battery lid fix. There you go.